Hi, my name's Gerald Peplow. I live in Southern California. Near my home in Yucaipa and between Highland and Mentone is a very famous bridge. It's called the Greenspot Road Bridge. And I'm going to take you to where it was made. I'm going to show you where it was originally placed. But before I can do that, I want to show you where it's at right now. So we're going to zoom on in to the Seven Oaks Dam. Now, all of Southern California is drained by a river called the Santa Ana River. It's a very, very famous river. Over here you can see on this side, this is the side of the river, and the Seven Oaks Dam stops it. Very, very cool, eh? Well, if we go along here, you can see the river comes down this way, and there's a road right here. That's a private road for the dam and everything else. But if we come over here, we end up in a place called the Greenspot Bridge. Now, the Greenspot Bridge is a narrow one-way bridge. And I remember when I was a kid, I'd have to stop with my family in the car and wait for other cars to come along. Now, this area right here, it was very, very hard to cross. In 1912, they were begging for a bridge here. And they actually put a bridge up here. It was a wooden bridge. But that wooden bridge was destroyed by floods. Floods occur a lot in the area that we're in right now. So, as I'm looking at this, I also want to show you something cool. If I pull out here, you can see the Greenspot Road. It comes right along this way and through here. Again, it was a very dangerous road. And the thing that made it the most dangerous is that this bridge. Now, one thing they're not showing you on this is that right here now is another big concrete bridge. You'll get to see that when I show you the video of the bridge itself. But what I would like to do is show you where this bridge came from. That was put here in the 1930s. But if we go back to where it was originally put, it was originally placed on the Mojave Narrows. Now this is Victorville. Again, a lot of water coming off the mountain. There's a lot of floods once in a while. This bridge was originally built in 1912 here. But floods damaged it, and so the state decided to tear it apart, and because they needed a bridge at the Santa Ana River, they just moved what was left of this over there, which I think is pretty cool. It also talks about how good truss bridges are, and they're like Legos. You can take them apart and put them together. I think it's really cool. Let's just pull out just a little bit here, and you can see the geography of the area. This is Victorville, and you can see here is Mojave Narrows Park. So this bridge originally was put here, but where did it come from before there? Let's go take a look at this. This is the Jolliet Ironworks Company. Now this is the original site. Now in the 1900s, late 1800s, America made its own steel. It was built on American steel. We made ships, we made rails, we made trains, we made cars, we made buildings. Now we don't do that because it's cheaper to buy the steel from other countries. So at this point, the Joliet Ironworks is now a park. Now the Illinois State Forestry decided to buy this park and turn it into something that would just be fun to do. You ride bikes there and you can look around. But what I want to do is I want to show you a little bit about what steel making was like. So over here, as we look at this, you can see these are people who are pouring steel. As they pour steel, they're adding carbon to it, they're putting oxygen to it. That's why it's a blast furnace. And the steel gets to about 3,000 degrees, and then it melts, and then they pour it out, and then they roll it, and then they get it ready for the end user. Now, if you look over here, you'll see some of the ways we use that steel. Over here, you can see the ships being made, and you can see bridges being built. It's just amazing what we can do with steel, but we'll talk a little bit more about that later. The other thing I need to tell you is that this is a truss bridge. A truss bridge is built on triangles, pivoting triangles. Really, really cool. So what I want to do next is to show you how a truss bridge works. Really, really cool. Okay, now let's see how Truss Bridge works. Now, what we have to do is we have to take the load of this truck and we have to get it across this ravine or canal, whatever it may be. We take these beams, these steel beams, and they are going to carry the tension. The tension and the compression is going to be transmitted to these pillars here. So here's the flat. Now the truck has got to get across. The truck is pushing down on the ground, of course, because of gravity, and the energy is being transmitted all the way through the dirt. So it's very easy to transmit that way. But now, as we get ready to cross the bridge, each one of these different vertices of these triangles have to share the load. So when this one gets more, it passes to here, passes to here. But now, as it gets over here, it starts to pull. So you have a push and pull between all the members. That's what makes it work. All right, so now let's look at this. This is a bridge that's about ready to fail. Now they're putting too much load on this bridge. This truck right here, it's pushing down, gravity's pulling on it and giving more energy to here. Now, all the weight of the truck has got to be transmitted this way into the pillars. And that's happening through all of the girders coming through. Okay, now she's giving them guidance. They think they can make it, but they're not sure. Now watch, there it goes, hit. Okay, so we're gonna stand the bridge up again. All right. And that's a bridge failure, and you saw why. So now you know a little bit more about our little piece of history, the Greenspot Bridge. It started in the ground as just iron ore. Joliet turned it into girders and into a truss bridge and placed it at the Mojave Narrows in 1912. And then finally it was moved to where it's at in 1936 on Greenspot Road. Can't believe how cool it is to see history in the making. And just go out and walk on it and you'll feel the past. Thank you. See you later. Bye.